Oh, yes. Oh, not oh. Where's mine? The scissors cut off his feet. There's an egg washer. He's real let us borrow his tools. You're tight. And they're full. I know, right? I was waiting. It took forever. Yeah. Good morning. Probably chasing into the coop if you need to go help catch chicken. The all black ones.
We're only doing black?
Yep, they're the egg eaters.
I know they're old, that's why.
But got number 3. Thank you.
Tiffany, do I remember right?
Be kind to
they
other
like
humans.
named their little rat pet at home. Yeah.
Did you know that's where they sweat?
Yeah. So, and like the better catching mine was the hardest. I had to catch it with my foot while it was.
Hey, look, your butt's gonna be on YouTube. YouTube.
Did you do it?
I think so.
Oh, there's just any which way you can figure out.
Do your intro.
Okay. Welcome to the Fermented Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Anna. I am here at Summers, Ina with my sister, Tiffany.
Hello.
And we just butchered 3 chickens and we are getting ready to just do a homestead butchering of plucking and all that sort of stuff. We're gonna make probably some soup with it later tonight, maybe some dinner. Well, not later tonight, but whenever we get to it. So we just thought that we'd bring you along and kind of show you what we're doing here. There's gonna be a lot of other videos that are coming up here. We're planning on doing sheep butchering, maybe even a hog hunt video, a bunch of cooking videos, and who knows what else. We're just sitting here waiting for the water to boil. Figured we'd bring you guys along and give you an intro of what we're doing, and then we'll bring you back when we're ready to actually start the butchering.
Her head is still on.
Yep.
How long does she stay?
About 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. Basically,
Oh,
you
it
go
is
and
hot.
yeah, you need to let go of her feet.
11,
Yeah,
12,
you need to hold her in.
14,
Like her skin won't peel if you don't hold it in.
17, 18, 19. You want to start the generator?
I can't now. I think I'm strong enough.
Okay.
Oh.
That was interesting.
Yes! I'm surprised it didn't try and fly off the top. You didn't have a getaway bird. I'm trying to run the generator. Morning, Johnny.
You moved from turkey to chubby.
Thanks, bro.
Good morning, Tyler.
Morning.
This is the one I got, I think, because it's the hard one. And it's all skinny.
Did you go and give yourself a hangover?
Taking pre-workout beverage powder, which contains high amounts of caffeine, straight from cigarette. Oh yeah. That's just stupid people that stuff too.
Tiny threads.
We were talking at the Homestead of America one of the dinners that we were going to, and we're like, we should do an adult Tide Pod challenge where we take a Tide Pod, do an entire load of laundry from start to actually putting it away in the closet in one day, and that's the adult Tide Pod challenge.
There you go.
Yep. Okay, so I'm not a pro at this, but I have done it a few times, so I'm going to show Tiffany how to do it. I figured I'd show you guys how to do it. So the first thing you do, obviously, cut off the head, which Jeffrey so politely obliged with that earlier. And then you can do the feet first, which we'll go ahead and do. You can see right here, you have this joint that moves right here. You go right in the joint, you go on the inside part of the joint, and you just cut right along here. And you
Like
go
with
really
the pig.
soft, and then you kind of just snap it. You can see that there's a tendon in there.
Yep,
So you
just
just
like a
cut through the tendon, whatever. Just snap it, and then you go in from the other side. And you shouldn't have to cut through any bone. It should just pop right off. You're cutting in the wrong spot. I haven't done this for a while. Can you tell?
Yes.
Hey. Okay. Oh, this one broke in the brooder.
I'm not surprised.
Or in the
Plucker.
Plucker. It happens. So it's already disconnected, so it's just a matter of peeling it apart. There you go. So then you're going to go here. Unfortunately, she's already eaten, so you have to be really careful. Ideally, you want to pull them. I like to pull them like the night, like as soon as they go into the coop, or like in the evening. I'll go in there and grab the ones I want, separate them, and then that way they don't have the opportunity to eat and fill up their craw, and it's just a lot easier. But so we're going to deal with one that is already eaten. So you just kind of find a spot like right around here. You kind of pinch the skin and slice into it, right? Don't go too far. If you go too far, you're going to have a huge mess on your hand. You can puncture the intestines. It's just nasty. So you only go as far in as you need to go. And then you tear it the rest of the way. Just get your fingers in.
It's way more difficult when you have a really sharp knife too.
It makes it easier because you don't have to use force.
True.
You got like a sack or something there. And you'll be able to tell, depending on how long after you kill it, sometimes you can see the fat is melting. So you gotta be careful. If you want to save the fat, you gotta be careful. She got all kinds of fat right here.
Pumping.
That's one of the differences between male and female chickens. There's not a lot of fat right here in the male chickens, but there's a ton, and you can render it, and you can make schmaltz with it.
Isn't that supposed to be an egg?
There are eggs in here. Assuming that she's an egg layer, and she's not too old, there should be a bunch of eggs in here, and it's really interesting to see. But you want to make sure you set aside the schmaltz, and I have a video on how to do that. So just you check that out.
if he wants the eggs from inside.
But I was gonna ask.
There's probably only one fully formed egg, so the rest are
Darcy,
just
you want an egg from the chicken?
Oh, the unformed ones? I've heard
Yeah,
about
if there's
that.
one in here.
So you just kind of get your fingers in here.
I was about to ask if you can find fully developed eggs in there.
Yep, there's usually one.
Maybe he was just being gross when he was eating them before.
You can do them. There's recipes for it.
I know.
It's good for fertility.
He's
A lot
eating
of.
them.
Do you feel anything?
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to. There's.
Just-
It's all like sealed, and so you have to kind of break the connections that it has on the inside.
It's exactly like all the mammals we do.
Oh yeah. There's
Same
not.
with
There's not
bears.
much difference.
Yeah.
It's nice and warm in there.
Oh.
So you just gotta make sure you're being careful. You don't want to puncture the intestines. That's why you're doing it all kind of
Or
by hand.
break the egg. Sorry.
The only difference is before we start bringing the guts out, we cut down here around the butthole
I will.
and remove it.
I like to get it out so that it's not any chance
Yeah.
of puncturing and going through. But there's also you have to pull the craw through at the same time. So you have to go before I actually pull it. I'm gonna come up here and get the windpipe and the esophagus out. It's hard to see on these birds. I haven't done a lot of egg layers, but there should be right here. This is we're gonna have to separate this, all these connective tissues. You have to separate it so when you're ready to pull the guts, it all just comes out. Because if you don't, then
It'll
especially because
just
it's
sit
eaten.
stuck.
Oh, here's the other one. Especially since it's eaten, it's likely to make a pretty good mess if you're not careful with it. So, and like I said, I'm not an expert. I just kind of know how to do it. So.
Keeping the hole in the skin small as possible is where I would,
This hole?
yeah.
It doesn't matter terribly much. But you just want to be careful.
Usually just skin them and rip the guts out, good to go.
Oh, so you know how to do this? Why am I showing you how to do this? Oh, you
I
know
don't
how to
know.
do it.
Of course I know how to do it.
What?
She looked on the ranch.
It's not our first chicken we killed.
That's why I was surprised when you said you know how to do it. I was
Well,
like,
yeah.
how do you not know how to do a chicken?
We've always skinned them, that's the only thing.
It's not
I wanna
much different.
preserve the skin.
There's not much difference. Oh, this lady's old. Her liver is tearing her apart.
I'm
hate
guessing
the
we're
smell
not
of
finding
this.
eggs.
Probably 3, 4 years old.
I don't think we didn't find an egg in this one.
You think we're what?
I don't think we didn't find an egg in this one.
Maybe.
And that means we picked the
I'm
right
surprised I
ones
don't
to
see one yet.
slaughter.
There's some forming eggs in there.
Wait, what?
I see it.
Oh.
Oh. Thanks though.
Jeffrey's a YouTube star.
Well, I'm just in the video.
Good morning, sunshine.
Hungover?
It's just
Did you keep drinking after we left? No. He's being very helpful.
He's
And
being
also, I'm
very
letting them
helpful.
use my knife, so I got a super
It's a
knife.
nice knife.
yeah.
See,
I
it's
like
sharp.
that
It's
knife.
not the ideal
I
knife
got
for this,
him one.
but
Yeah, there's a better knife you guys want. That's
Nah, this
what
one's.
we're killing.
Is this one working?
it's doing all right. It's sharp. It's more of a
Turkey.
hunting knife.
Turkey, I think we're okay with this one. Just in case.
You have options.
Yeah.
They call each other turkey.
Oh,
That's just that.
one of those ones.
It's one of those things.
Is it just me or did the eggs get harder in the time we've been out?
You might be right. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
But they are just eggs that are forming. They're not.
Yeah, but no, seriously, this got harder.
There's no egg.
Okay, you're staying here, son?
Hello, Celia. How are you?
Okay. I'm gonna go do.
Awesome. Hey, my sister surprised us. She came from the mainland. And I wanted you to meet her. I want to set up something to hang out. From Washington. Scott. Yeah. She and Scott planned it for a month and nobody knew. And she just popped out from inside the truck like, wow, I'm here.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in 4 years. Yeah. So I wanted you to meet her and hang out.
Is this the one? Or do you call it cow Snow White?
I don't know.
Brown beef.
That's a good one. I didn't think of that one. It usually tells. I usually catch it.
Oh, here. Going. Where's that? Come on. This is. There. When do I start spraying it? When it's on?
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to pull it off. Okay, turn the switch. Try to put the switch on bottom.
And break.
Okay, maybe it's here. Turn it on.
Okay. Go. It is turning.
Turn it on.
It's.
Let's turn it. Turn it on. Who's on? It's on. Okay, pull the bird out.
I'm turning off the hose.
Okay, now turn it on.
I think we killed it. We might have got the motor too wet.
The motor can get as wet as it needs to. It'll trip this breaker if it's too wet.
Oh.
That's the breaker.
Oh, don't put your. Go. Okay, don't turn me on when I'm right by it. Okay. Oh, that was not that right. Should we get this one out?
Yeah, take the bird out.
Ah. Ah. Okay. Cut the head off.
Careful, dude. Okay, so we need to wrap this up. We got all 3 of the chickens harvested, and it is starting to pour buckets of rain. I don't want to ruin my camera. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this little glimpse of a day on the homestead here at Summers, Ina. And we will bring you along for some more coming up. So stay tuned for that.